Hi guys, now we are going to talk about 5 common mistakes when you are practicing flamenco guitar. Number 1. Too much picado. That's the most common mistake what I've experienced. Picado is a cool technique, you can play fast scales, amaze your friends and so on, but actually it's less important. If you listen to different albums, singers, guitar players, and then you see different live shows and performances, just count how many scales and picados you will hear. Of course there will be some melodies which are played with picado, which are slow, lyrical and so on, but those fast scales thing, how many you will hear? Only a few. When you practice, you should practice picado, of course. In the end, it's still important technique, but you shouldn't concentrate all your time into that. Just play 15 to half an hour picado every day, use 1, 2, 3 different exercises and then done, move to another. Arpeggio, alza pua, rasgueados, whatever you can play, but do not concentrate all your time into picado. Give it time. If you play years and you practice regularly, it means that your picado will develop also, and even if you play 12 hours in a day only picado, it doesn't mean that after 1 year you can play it well. It needs time to develop. It takes years. So do not concentrate all your time into picado. Number 2, underestimating rasgueados. Actually, I'm living outside Spain, and how I've experienced here, it feels like that people are not really understanding how important rasgueados are. How I feel that rasgueados is the heart of the whole flamenco guitar, and it means you play them everywhere and every different kind of rasgueados here and there. You play them all the time, so that means they should be in a good shape. But how I've experienced that people actually do not practice them too much. They somehow assume that those are easy techniques and you just repeat them a couple of times and then you can handle them. But no, if you want to play well abanico, this triplet thing, basic rasgueados with these fingers, down, up and so on, it means it needs time and practicing a lot. Just listen to those maestros, Paco de Lucia, Vicente, Tomatito, Antonio Rey and so on. Those rasgueados are magnificent, amazing. So what it takes hours and hours of practicing. So put your time enough to practicing rasgueados. Number 3, not enough compás training. This means that you put all your time into falsettas and nice melodies and stuff like that, and then you are forgetting this basic compás and practicing the rhythm and compás and chords totally. The results are actually quite obvious. You can never play falsettas well in a groovy way in the compás. Better you can play compás, better you can play falsettas and those melodies, and better you can support singers and dancers, and better you are as a flamenco guitarist. Simple as that. I would recommend that play a lot compás, basic compás. Start your day, think it as a warm-up. You can play basic compás, you can pick up every day a different one. One day you play solea, some other day you play alegría, then you play seguiría, bulería, tangos, whatever. And every time you can find something different and cool how you can color up your compás more and more. And believe me, there are hundreds of thousands tricky things what you can play with that simple compás. Mistake number 4. Too difficult material. This is also quite common. People want to play Paco de Lucia's falsettas, Tomatitos material, Vicentes, because those are nice. That's correct, those are really nice and amazing stuff. But if you start to play piano, will your first pieces be Mozart's piano concerto? No. Will you play those after 2 years? No. After 3 years? No. You can maybe try. When you start to play, it takes years that you would be even able to try those falsettas. And if we think that the falsetta is ready when you can play it on stage, it takes years if you want to play Paco de Lucia's whatever falsetta he has recorded. There's no such thing like easy falsetta de Paco de Lucia on the albums. This means it takes quite a lot of work that you can find basic material, but that's the thing what you should study. How I found them, for example. Here in Finland we have some books and score books, I mean sheet music on the libraries. I could find something there because when I was studying a lot flamenco guitar there was no internet. But then I traveled a lot to Spain and tried to contact with other guitarists, and I collected so many falsettas I could ever do. It was my way to survive through this thing. And even nowadays, every time I meet another guitar player, I mean flamenco guitar player, I try to ask him to show me some ideas, traditional falsettas. I'm not interested to ask them to play some tomatitos falsettas because those are really easy to find somewhere. But this basic material, traditional stuff, is the hardest part. But anyway, try to find some material which is good for your level. You can play it and you can perform it, play it on stage and concentrate to that. If you want to see what Paco has done, you can of course try them, but don't put too much time on them. Concentrate to material which is good for your level and you can handle and you can perform, and then you are on a good path. Mistake number 5, not enough listening. This is also unfortunately quite common. If you want to handle compás well, it means you have to listen to it a lot. And I could keep on repeating this 100 times, but anyway. More you listen, more you understand the dynamics, the chord changes, the rhythmical stuff and compás, how the singers do stuff, how the guitar players support singers, how they collab the compás and so on. So this is really important thing. And also try to listen all kind of singers and players, not only these most famous ones. Try to find traditional singers and players. Then you will hear different ways to play, for example, alegría or bulería. It has changed a lot during the years actually, the dynamics, how they handle the compás. Also you can hear traditional letras, and you can hear the chords, how the guitar players do them and what chords they overall use. You will also hear the compás, how they produce that, how they handle the compás. And also from the old albums you can also hear some palos which doesn't even exist anymore. Okay, they does exist, but I mean that people do not play them anymore so much. And that's really important if you want to overall know about flamenco, and if you want to be really good as a flamenco guitarist, good player. It means that you have to know the culture, you have to know a lot of dancing, a lot of singing, and of course guitar playing and the whole music and culture. So it means listen every kind of flamenco as much as you can every day, and you will learn compás, the culture and stuff like that. Okay, here I mentioned to you 5 common mistakes what you can do when you are practicing flamenco guitar. I would suggest that you think about this, what I mentioned, these 5 mistakes, common mistakes, and do you do them? Are these familiar topics to you? And then how you can change and develop your practicing and your playing. Hopefully this helps you, and keep on practicing and do it well.